24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Right back to him on first down. He gets away from one. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Set, 18, Gator. Stay with your man. X3, 218, ready?
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
44, Mike, 44. Let go.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On first down. Irwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down, Bears.
Ready? 10 Tucson.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, Wahoo!
Mike, 44. No chance. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go.
Check.
Fight.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 7-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
At the Bucs 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
132 fighter.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alizé Mack, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urge.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, power ball. I mean, I don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On first down, Irwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Let's go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Jones. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On the side.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Jones on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer. Creates
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
what you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Topper!
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Check nickel.
Hey, exit. Now.
2nd and 1. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Bears first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Come on now, let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On the ready.
Mike Popo.
5.
44 is to Mike. 44 is to Mike. I'm here all day.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Here's a 2nd and 7, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Alert 3.
Hey, stop.
Check your hot read.
Easy.
Now a give, right side. Irwin. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Ready. Blue lady.
Hey, pick your game up.
Easy.
They'll run on 1st down. Irwin. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again, it's Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's get it.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
You better bring.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
61, Matchbox Light.
He'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Mack. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 99.
Snap.
They're going to try and throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mike's forward.
I'm on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Second and 9 now. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed, because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Foco's the mic.
Get it.
Back to throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 75 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The throw over the middle taken in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Come to my world.
Hey, Delta. Come on.
2nd and 13. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen. But now it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run. This is Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3rd and long for Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Winston to throw for it on 4th. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ready? Blue way. Mike 58, right there. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let's go.
On 1st down, Irwin. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
5 on the 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. Irwin, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Jameis to throw it. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And Brandon, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down and inches. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, Zoo. Leo.
Sim. Take 4.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check 31.
Look, squeeze. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. There he goes, left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that